Since the creation of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, and the space race of the 1950s between America and Russia, our goal as not only a nation but as a human race has always been to strive in the advancement of space exploration and the technology to discover new possibilities and knowledge of our solar system. Today, I'll be informing you on NASA's recent mission, the exploration of planet Mars, and the rover Perseverance's recent landing, and the discoveries that are occurring and will occur in the near future. The mission of Mars the mission on Mars will be successfully executed due to the invention and technology put into Perseverance, including the the collection of data, and the geological samples that will take place during the duration. Exploration and interpretation of the surface of Mars terrain will be crucial to human existence and human efforts to advance and expand knowledge on the mysterious Mars and utilize the data recorded to extend life form into space and put Mars resources, if any are found, to good use someday. Let's now talk about Perseverance, the latest rover created for Mars exploration. According to NASA's official Mars 2020 fact sheet, Perseverance has dimensions roughly to that of a car, with it being about 10 feet long, 9 feet wide, and 7 feet tall. But the weight of the rover is an astonishing 2,260 pounds. They modeled it closely to the Curiosity rover, which successfully launched on November 6, 2011, with the similar purposes to that of Perseverance. Perseverance is equipped with brand new technology in the hopes that it will allow us to provide better provisions and conditions for future rovers and one day humans as well. For example, the engineering team will be testing a system called terrain relative navigation that is supposed to be an autopilot for avoiding hazards and a set of sensors called Medley 2, which stands for Mars Entry, Descent, and Landing Instrumentation 2, that's responsible for gathering of data during its exploration of the terrain. So why are we sending satellites and rovers to Mars? Well, one of the purposes is to seek signs of life. According to Smithsonian Magazine back in 1996, they discovered a meteorite they suspected came from the planet Mars that contained traces of carbon and minerals. And as we all know, we are made up of these things, and so is everything that is living on planet Earth. These minerals and carbon molecules were synthesized by microbes or bacteria of some kind. Because of the presence of these molecules, that would that would mean that there would be a possibility of life also present then. So since the discovery, everyone is still, of course, very skeptical of life on Mars and of a possibility of what we call aliens. Because of this and the ever expanding curiosity of the unknown, we make it our purpose to explore that beyond our planet, and that is why rovers such as Perseverance are created. Another reason is collecting rock and soil samples. Scientists are very interested in the geology of Mars. It's crucial to understand the conditions of Mars before we can even think of sending man to this place. According to the Mars fact sheet, they suspect that Mars was not always the cold and dry planet it is today. Rather, it rather they believed billions of years ago the planet was actually a wet planet, and there's a very strong possibility that there very well may have been proper conditions for life on Mars, whatever the type of organism may be. So, Perseverance is on a clear mission to collect samples of rock and dirt from Mars to analyze its composition to further our knowledge of Mars of what Mars was like billions of years ago from before our lifetime. The unfortunate part of this mission, the unfortunate part is this mission does not include bringing the rock samples back to Earth. Rather, its mission is to take pictures and mark the rocks for future missions to retrieve those and bring back to Earth for scientific study. According to Twitter, Perseverance has a Twitter account that you can follow, and there you will find a bio that states Perseverance hobbies are photography, collecting rocks, and off-roading, which in fact are its main purposes. And you can find pictures of the samples of rocks that are being collected that in the future for our next mission we can physically inspect its properties once transported back to Earth. So, where on Perseverance's timeline are we, and what should we expect for the future? So, Perseverance launched July 30th, 2020, and landed on Mars February 18th, 2021, at the Jezero crater. They chose this as the landing site because they believed this was once a place that once contained a lake um, of water, a large body of water, millions of years ago. And where there is water, there's a possibility of life. As for the future of Perseverance and the Mars mission, this operation is set for the duration of one Mars year, which is roughly 687 Earth days, which is a little more than a year and a half. The hope is to collect as much data as we possibly can to understand Mars a little better than we do thus far. As far as the geological samples, those rocks will hopefully be collected over the span of the mission and hopefully returned to Earth on a later mission once Perseverance's mission is complete. Perseverance is to travel a strict travel plan that you can find on the NASA website for the duration of its mission, and it is to stay closely to the location where life could have thrived at the Jezero crater and collect samples from this area. In conclusion, space exploration will continue to drive man forward into furthering our knowledge based on the red planet we're so interested in and the technological advances that are happening every day, including the creation of Perseverance. Perhaps in the very near future, we can launch man onto planet Mars and mankind will be able to reside there one day.